Mary Lou. Goodbye, heart, sweet Mary Lou, I'm so in love with you. I knew Mary Lou, we'd never part, so hello, Mary Lou, goodbye, heart. Mary Lou was my mama. And until I was 9 years old, I thought my daddy wrote that song. I used to come to the breakfast table singing, and my mama's eyes would light up like fireworks on the 4th of July. My mama was an immortal. Now, in this world, there are many good people. There are even a few great people. But there are very few immortals. Now, you can't tell by looking at me, but I was a naughty child. It's true. By the time I graduated from the middle grades, I had been expelled from school twice. The second time was because of 7 thumbtacks. Now, I had to explain yesterday what a thumbtack was when I was over at Sasson University. It's about that long. It has a sharp point on it and a round, flat back, so you can push it into a corkboard and pin things on the wall. They're very, very sharp. I was expelled from school because of 7 of them, strategically placed to get a rise out of my science teacher. They were hilariously successful. It was hard to deny my culpability, my responsibility, because I was laughing so hard. But when I got home that night, my mama wasn't laughing. She treated me to a hickory stick waltz. Now let me explain that. A piece of hickory is a stick of wood, about that long, so that it fits in the fireplace when you're building a fire. It has slivers on it. She pulled one from the kindling box and treated me to what we call a hickory stick waltz. That's where you take your child by their left arm and you apply this very instructive and educational device to their backside. And the child sings along in keys, chords, and crescendos. True to form, though, afterwards, my mama wrapped her arms around me, held me in the hollow of her neck, and held me till my tears subsided and the neighbor's dog stopped howling. That night, as we sat down to dinner on those orange Naugahyde chairs, I looked at her through the mystic steam rising off of the roast beef, carrots, and potatoes. I said, "Mama, do you think I'll be a great man someday?" Well, first I thought she didn't hear me. And then through her watering brown eyes, she looked at me. If only a mother can look at a child, a son. She said, "Son, don't settle for greatness. Be immortal." Because you see, great men, they seek their own interests and the accolades, the praise of others. But immortals seek to stir the heart, strengthen the spirit, and stand up for people who cannot stand up for themselves. Don't settle for greatness. Be immortal. Well, 2 weeks later, after my thumbtack hiatus, I went back to school. And I had a new English teacher, Mrs. Childers. She took one look at me and said, "You are